Today we're checking out the LED DRL quad projector headlights with clear corners, black housings, and clear lenses for the 2019 to 2021 Silverado 1500s with the factory halogen headlights. This upgrade is going to be a great way to transform your Silverado's front end with a modern, aggressive style while significantly improving nighttime visibility, all without any major modifications required. The standout feature of these headlights has got to be the quad projector setup paired with the bright LED daytime running lights around the edges. The projector units focus your high beams and your low beams precisely down the road, giving you superior visibility compared to those stock halogen reflectors. Plus, the LED daytime running light bar around the edges highlights the entire headlight housing during the day, instantly modernizing the truck's appearance and improving the detectability by other drivers on the road during the daytime. The clear corners on these lenses are going to replace the amber reflectors found on the factory units, offering a cleaner, more refined look, especially when paired with that black housing, which adds some depth and contrast for a stealthier appearance. These lights are plug-and-play replacements that install directly into the factory mounting points and use the existing connectors, so there's no need to wire anything up or any complicated parts of the install. Just swap them out for a bold visual and functional upgrade. Also, these assemblies are built with durable ABS housings and polycarbonate lenses that resist impacts, UV fading, and harsh weather. They're DOT and SAE compliant, so they're legal for street use and engineered to hold up long term. Whether you're cruising the highways or hitting the trails, these are gonna last you the long haul. These headlights feature that rugged ABS housing that we just talked about and the tough polycarbonate lenses. They offer high resistance to road debris, UV rays, and weather. The projector optics ensure a sharp, effective beam pattern, and the sealed design keeps out moisture and dust so they're not going to fog up or get hazy over time, making them a reliable option for everyday driving and challenging conditions. Now, as far as the pricing goes on these, they're coming in right around that low to mid $500 price range. That's a strong value when you consider the upgraded projector optics, modern style LED daytime running lights, durable materials, and a direct fit, hassle-free installation, which we'll show you here in a minute. Installation is straightforward, so it earns just a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and it can be completed in about 30 minutes of your time. They're designed as direct replacements for your factory headlights, and you won't need to drill or rewire anything to get them installed. Just unbolt your old lights and swap in the new ones, plug them in, and they're ready to go. Now let's check out exactly how that install process goes with an install video from one of our American Trucks customers.
We're going to be using a flathead screwdriver, a ratchet, 10mm socket, small pair of pliers, a T15 torque bit, and optional a couple extensions for your ratchet. All right, to start out the project, you've got 10 clips here that you're going to take off. This is where your small pliers come in handy and your flathead. These clips are fairly easy to take off. You're going to just pry right underneath it. Okay, that's one. Keep these somewhere safe. Now you've got 10 more total coming around here. So just work through there. You can see that they do have a slot where that needle nose can slide right underneath there. Sometimes if they stay, great, they'll still pop out all the way. Just find that little slot there, slide your needle nose or your flathead right underneath it, and then to release that clip. If it pops all the way out, not a problem. These ones that are kind of recessed, this is where your small set of pliers that come in nice and handy. All right, once you have all of your clips pulled up, take your needle nose or your small set of pliers, pull those up the rest of the way. Set them aside someplace safe. Lift straight up. All right, next we're going to remove the grill. We've got 4 bolts up here. This is where you're going to use your 10mm socket. You can use your ratchet or your attachment for your drill. All right, after you got your 4 bolts removed, you only have your clips on here. Get a firm grasp on your grill right here in the middle. Give it a couple of good yanks. All right, next we're gonna be taking off this front piece here. You got 3 bolts that's gonna take your T15 bit. If you have extra large tires like I do, something like this that you can get at an angle is gonna come in handy. If you don't, all you have to do is just start your vehicle and you can move your wheels side to side so you can access those. All right, after you move your 3 bolts down there with your T15, take a grasp, a firm hold here, pop that right off. All right, you've got 6 bolts now to remove. This is where if you have an extension, this comes in handy. Okay, that's 3. This here's number 4. And down here you got number 5 and number 6. All right, now that you've got all your 6 bolts removed, this here tab and this here tab kind of locks the headlight in place. You're going to want to pull out there and kind of push up here to release that headlight assembly. After you lift up that tab, slide right out here. You can see your connection in the back here. Slide this red piece backwards. All right, once you get your wiring harness on the hook, use your small pliers. Pull your little Christmas tree clip out. Set that aside. And your headlight is now off of your vehicle. All right, once you get your new headlight set in there, take your existing wiring harness, lock that back in. Take your Christmas tree latch, push it right down in that hole there. Now you're ready to set your light down inside your hole. All right, once you got your headlight installed, you're gonna raise up your tab, push it back, lock it back in place. You're gonna take your 10mm socket once more and reinstall those 6 10mm bolts that hold your headlights assembly in place. Remember, this is plastic, so do not over tighten your 10mm and do not tighten them all the way until you get all 6 bolts in. That way you make sure that it's all lined up first. All right, we got 2 left right over here. All right, now that all your holes are lined up, go ahead and tighten down your bolts. Now you're ready to rebuild your new headlight. All right, once you get your panel piece back on, grab your T15 torque bit, 3 screws back in here. All right, now to remove the passenger side, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to come over here with your T15 and you've got 3 bolts over here as well. All right, now that you got your quarter panel piece removed, we're going to take off the same 6 bolts that we did on the driver's side. 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, once you got your 6 bolts removed, you're going to push this back and remove your harness. All right, take your wiring harness, line up your notch here. You'll hear that click. Press in your lock. Now you're ready to set your headlight assembly back inside. All right, now that you got your headlight assembly back in there, we're going to line up your bolt holes. You take your 6 10mm bolts. If you are using a drill, always hand thread your bolts. That way you don't cross thread them. Take your 10mm socket. Give those a cinch down. All right, now you're ready to put back on your quarter trim. All right, once you got your headlight in there, you're gonna put your quarter piece back on. Just line up your holes here with your push pins. Pops on just like that. You're gonna take your T15, put your 3 T15 bolts back in the fender well. All right, now you're ready to put your grill back on. You're just going to line up these push clips. All right, now that you got your grill back on there, take your 4 10mm bolts, resecure the top of your grill. All right, now that you got your grill resecured, lift up your hood latch, let it slide right underneath there. All right, then you're going to take your push pins and reclip your top piece for your air dam. All right, take our clips. All right, now you got your shroud resecured, job's done.
All right, that wraps up our review and install of the LED DRL quad projector headlights with clear corners, black housings, and clear lenses for the 2019 to 2021 Silverado 1500s with the factory halogen headlights. And for all things Silverado, keep it right here at American Trucks.